You're listening to episode 65 of the Let's Go Comic Show. On this episode, we talk about San Diego Comic-Con 2018, trailers, comics, and twins. You're listening to episode 65 of the Let's Go Comic Show. My name is Justin.
And I'm Matt.
We're excited about talking about comics, comic movies, comic TV shows, anything related to the world of comics. And we rate these things based on an amazing rating system. Matt, what is our rating system?
Our rating system.
Our rating system.
At the top, it's a gotta go.
The system raises.
The system raises all the ships with it. Whatever that picture. I don't know. Whatever that thing is. Let's Go is below that. Right in the middle there is a go. And at the bottom is gotta go. And if it's truly horrible.
No, at the bottom is a don't go.
Oh, don't go.
Yeah.
You
flipped it.
I did.
It's all right. We'll explain later.
Guys, it's been a little while since.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff. We're gonna talk about some stuff. So, anyways, that is the rating system. The real quick is the gotta go, the let's go, the go, and the don't go. And so there you go. And if you would like to journey into mystery with us, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/letsgopodcast. You can join up there and throw a little cash on this show if you like this show, and you will be rewarded, not handsomely, but super nerdy. You'll get some buttons and stickers, and you can even get t-shirts. But you got to sign up for the Patreon. So go to patreon.com/letsgopodcast and support the shows, and we will make them better. So please do that. So anyways, let's just kick off the show. We're going to talk about Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con 2018 really quick. But first, Matt, I got it. Matt is a hero.
I'm a hero?
He's a man of many feats of prowess. So give it up for Matt, Mr. Matt Ritchie, who he did not give birth to twins, but his wife gave birth to twins.
She did.
Like not even a week ago.
Yeah, it was just about a week ago. And
Homeboy's recording the podcast.
Here we are.
I think actually his wife Brittany is the hero.
She really is.
So I'm amazed. I'm amazed right now.
As am I.
So congratulations on Matt.
Life is. Thanks,
again, join our Patreon. Send some dollars his way. Man's got 5 kids.
I've been had the chance to catch up on some Teen Titans Go with my older 2 boys.
Yeah. And
it's been so good. It's been good times.
Did you watch the recent ones?
You don't need a lot of energy to be able to do that. And so I can manage that. One today that really stuck out to me, oh man, it was one that was basically Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where they go to like the old carnival and stuff, and LeBron James is randomly in there. He's like, dribble, 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 dribble. I was like, it was so good. And I love that one of my sons caught it. He's like, oh my gosh, it's like Scooby-Doo, where are you? I was like, all right.
Good job, son.
Good job, son.
I love Teen Titans Go. I can't wait. I'm going to go see that movie this weekend.
What they were all about tonight, though, we went and got ice cream, and they were talking about doing the booty shake dance. Is it called Shake That Butt or something? Or Shake That Booty or whatever it is? All three. My 3-year-old daughter just gets up and just starts doing the dance. It's so random. You know what I was thinking Teen Titans Go is for this generation? It reminds me of what like Ren and Stimpy was.
Yeah.
Which is
sometimes they do those really crazy
really
close-ups.
Weird.
You know how Ren and Stimpy used to do these like really detailed. They do some of that stuff.
But even just the focus on like potty humor and really outlandish like the Tooth Fairy episode. I mean, that literally reminded me of a Ren and Stimpy episode.
Tooth Fairy one's gross. That one's actually gross.
It was really gross.
He goes, I love the in-jokes on Teen Titans Go. They're like if you're a fan of DC Comics and you're watching with your kids, there's stuff you're just gonna laugh at. Like, I get what that is. And
there was Marshmallow Manhunters.
Their cereal? Yeah, the Marshmallow Manhunters. There's people that hate that show, and I'm like, I get it's not the Teen Titans show from like the early 2000s. I totally understand that. It's a whole different thing, and it's so funny. Like, know that it's a comedy show. Know that it's not trying to be serious, and watch it. And it's one of the best like DC things on TV. I love it. Good. Oh, I love it, dude. It's so fun. So, want me to break your heart a little bit? I'm going to break your heart right now about Teen Titans Go.
Oh, please.
So I'm at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm walking through this where it's kind of your badge pickup area where they also do autographs and stuff. Which for some reason they decided, hey, let's make fish tacos in here where it's already hot, it's already sweaty, and it smells like fish
that
tacos.
Warehouse kind of area.
Yeah. And you're like, why are you making fish tacos in here right now? It smells like fish tacos in the autograph hall where you're just trying to get your bag and your buttons and all that type of stuff. And side note, I got a Green Arrow pin, which I was like, oh, suck. It's not like the cool Green Arrow from the 70s, like Neil Adams. It's like Stephen Amell Green Arrow, which that's not the pin I want to adorn my vest with.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm walking through and I see Greg Cripes, who does the voice of Beast Boy and like Michelangelo and stuff like that. So he's there doing autographs. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get in line and have him sign something for my kids. So I'm in line. It's not that super long of a line. And I start asking questions. I'm like, wait, does he have stuff to sign? Because I don't have anything currently on me that he can sign except body parts, right? And I'm not going to do that. So his line, it's moving. And I asked one of the line ladies, I'm like, hey, like, does he have stuff up there that like I can have him sign? And what's going on? And she's like, I don't know. Let me go check. So she goes and checks. She comes back. She's like, yeah, he's got like little like pictures of Beast Boy or something he can sign. I'm like, all right, cool. She's all, also his autographs are $40. I'm like, whoa. Peace out. I'm out. At that moment, I stepped out of line. Goodbye. She's like, you're going to get out? I'm like, I'm all, yeah. And then other people are like, what? It's $40? Yeah, Beast Boy sign something? They're like, let's go. So everyone started leaving the line. I'm like, come on, Beast Boy. Like,
you're cool and stuff.
Yeah, but, like $40 for your signature? Like, come on, dude. Little janky. Were some of the WWF stars doing it for free? Or WWE? Sorry, I still haven't got the F out, dude.
That's fine.
Anyways, it was just kind of like, come on, Beast Boy. You're making that money, that pyramid money. Yeah, he's got that money, right? Anyways, I still like his work. I'm a big fan. Greg Cripes, good job. But come on, don't charge the kids $40, dude, or the kid's dad.
The kid's dad.
Or the kid's dad. I was trying to get my kid an autograph. You know who did do stuff for free? Mitch Gerards.
Really?
Yeah, he did a quick Robin sketch for free for my kid.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and Nick Darrington did too. And I told Nick Darrington, can you do Beast Boy? He's like, I've never done Beast Boy. And I'm like, and I told him, I go, you've been illustrating Doom Patrol, and Beast Boy is an original member. And he's like, you're totally right, dude. And I think I have the first like Nick Darrington Beast Boy. So
he did it.
Yeah, he did it. I'll put it on the Instagram. I'll take a picture. But he drew it for my boys. So it was kind of neat. They had like at the DC signing booth, they would just have like you get your book signed, and then they'd also have these like just like DC like art illustration boards that people can draw something on. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
So I wish I would have stood in that line more. Anyways, rabbit trails, man. You brought up
that's what Comic-Con is all about.
That's what Comic-Con is all about. But you know what Comic-Con is all about? Hall H, man.
It is.
Let me tell you.
For those who don't know, what's Hall H?
Hall H is the giant hall where like most of the most like important things that you're looking forward to are going on in that room. But this year there really wasn't much. It was really just
it seemed like Warner Brothers was.
It was Warner Brothers, and that was it. Like there was no Game of Thrones, there was no Marvel Studios, there was no like giant things coming to that thing. I think it was Warner Brothers, and then I think they did like a Halloween thing, and then Kevin Smith at nighttime. So I don't know. Other than that, I wasn't really paying attention too much.
Did you make it in there for that?
No, I did not. I was across the street doing the DC Universe stuff. So,
nice.
So that's where I was. I was like, I want to see the trailers and stuff, and I know they're going to show bonus footage, but I already saw it online. You can see it.
Oh, dang.
There's bootleg. I already knew. I was like, I'm not going to try to wait in this line. Dude, I just knew too many people that like slept in tents. To be honest, it looks kind of fun. There's like a whole bunch of it's a little community out there. It's like, hey, we all love comics. Let's sleep out here in the street, But I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go hang out in a hotel where there's air conditioning.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I didn't worry about that. But let's talk about the trailers. That's where that was kind of the big news. Is always like, what is DC gonna do? And as fans of DC, I was very curious as to what they were going to bring, namely Aquaman, which they've been rumoring forever since like WonderCon. Aquaman trailer's coming. And then Shazam.
Right.
Those are the two big ones. But they did show some Wonder Woman 84 footage, which I saw on the DL. Nice. It was cool. It was fun.
You digital pirate, you.
I can't help it that there's links. Like, I cannot help myself. If there's a link, I'll click on it and see, well, what is this all about? And so it was just Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
lassoing some dudes.
Beating up dudes in the 80s.
Yeah, beating up dudes in the 80s, right? So that was cool. But, it definitely wasn't like finished footage of any sort. And so they're not going to release that like officially. Yeah. But so let's jump into, first off, I think let's just go Aquaman first.
Yeah.
Starts with A. We'll go alphabetically.
A for Aquaman.
A for Aquaman. And A for...
Aquaman.
Awesome. And also A for Aquaman. What did you think about it? Let's hear your thoughts as a person who isn't there.
So I would say, I wonder if me watching the Shazam trailer a couple times the night before, like kind of...
Wait, the night before?
No. Before.
Whenever.
I watched the
before.
Shazam trailer first. That just kind of came up when I was looking through stuff. And I loved that so much. We'll talk about it in a minute. But maybe that affected like how excited I was for Aquaman. So my general feeling coming out of the Aquaman trailer was, okay. It was more like, all right.
All right. It wasn't a, oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't, oh yeah, or my man. It was, I can dig it.
My man.
Yeah, I mean, what was your general like feeling about it?
Yeah, my general feeling is I liked it. I still have my issues with Jason Momoa as Aquaman because he's not how I would do Aquaman.
Right.
I see that he's definitely they're just kind of leaning in a little bit to that guy who he is. This aqua bro type of dude. They're probably going to come around that corner to the more king Aquaman. Obviously, and that's the extra footage they showed in Hall H. They showed him in his like classic suit, and there was a little more character moments they showed, but for whatever reason they didn't put it in the trailer they released. I thought a lot of it looked really cool. Black Manta looked fantastic. I was like, Black Manta shooting lasers. Freaking like if we you got to like look at it as this is an Aquaman movie. We had aqua soldiers on sharks, on saddles on sharks. That's freaking cool, dude.
And you had Ocean Master, looking like Ocean Master, and not just like some like cloud.
Yeah. He wasn't a cloud. He wasn't like a turtle or anything weird. He wasn't like, algae. He is actually.
You had those. The creatures. They were from like the first arc of the New 52.
Oh, in the Reach. No,
that's Blue Beetle.
Not the Reach.
There's like the Deep or something.
The Creech.
I don't know. But you had like those, like that image looked really cool with all of them like kind of chasing him to the surface. It just seemed like a lot of creative ways of showing that world. So I think that was cool. I remember there's something about it that I wonder the more accurate we get to comic book costumes on film, like it kind of starts to stick out a little bit. I don't know. Like when I saw like, whoa, Mira looks like Mira, like that's cool, but then when it showed her just above ground and her hair was just like bright red, I'm like, it just seems out of place. Because even like in the comic book, her hair is not that red.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so I think maybe there's some things. It reminded me of like Masters of the Universe, where like you're doing stuff like same details and stuff, but then when you put that in motion and around real people, like it starts to kind of stick out a little bit to me.
Yeah.
And so I think that aspect of it, I was like, like that kind of, it was just that reaction. Red. It wasn't this huge reaction from me. I just said, I wonder.
It didn't throw me off. I'm hoping they maybe tone it down a little bit. It was really bright. It was freaking like Little Mermaid bright.
Yeah.
It was red, dude. Her costume definitely is different from Justice League. Justice League was a little more armored. She had that crown. But I kind of like this costume better. It looks a little more sleek.
I agree.
Like if you're gonna be swimming around the oceans, you need to have a wetsuit. So, So they definitely have the trench characters. That's what it is. The trench.
Yes.
Those characters will be in it. You got Black Manta. You got Ocean Master. You got Mira. You got freaking Aquaman. You got Volko. Like all the characters are there. I like the trailer. The initial poster. It wasn't like what I thought we would get. There was a lot of little Nemo like people like memes, people making fun of it, but I think I know what they're going for. Like just like it was really cool to see this like this picture of Aquaman kind of hanging out, like smiling, wearing leather pants in the ocean. Like that's weird, but he's wearing leather pants. Leather always smells bad when it's in the water. It's weird. But having all the marine life just kind of coming at you, it's cool. Like we don't have that. That's never been in like a comic book movie, and I'm excited to see that. Like the closest we got is freaking Waterworld, and that movie's awful. So it's really cool to see like this take. And so I'm curious as to what the next trailer will reveal. You know, I'm gonna see Aquaman. I want to see it. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping part of me is like, oh yeah, this is a James Wan movie. He does good stuff. Like I trust him as a filmmaker, so there's little things he probably has to do.
Yeah.
Because it's been like platformed for him a little bit. Like, here's what Aquaman is. So he's going to take it and maybe he's going to like kind of like come around the corner, you know, come around the bend, you know, and take us to a more classic iteration of what Aquaman is. That's what I'm thinking. With a little bit of like Brave and the Bold. Oh yeah, outrageous. You know, if we don't get an outrageous, I'm going to be bummed.
You will be.
My expectation is there has to be an outrageous in this movie. If it's not there, you done missed. You done missed James Bond.
Yeah, I would agree. Like to where I don't feel like Jason Momoa would be my first choice as like what Aquaman would look like or be or act like necessarily. It's not necessarily him as a person. Yeah, that's not fair, I guess, to put on Jason Momoa himself. Just the way they've written and kind of created this character for film, that wouldn't be my first choice. But there is something about him as an actor that is very like charming, very like engaging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think like you kind of he's got that roguish like kind of
he's got screen presence and stuff. I just think he needs. It's what's been written for him, and he's doing what's written for him. So, I'm definitely like. All right to like watch his story unfold and see where it goes.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, I felt like fine after the trailer. Like I'm going to see the movie, obviously.
Yeah.
That trailer was like the go.
Yeah, for me the trailer was I feel like it's like a go and a half, dude. For me.
Well, I was gonna say
didn't
that,
go
but
0.5.
I wasn't sure if we're
Realize, can we do that? Yes, Kelly does it all the time. Kelly's like, let's go and a half. He's big on the 0.5s. So
he's one of the founding members, though. I didn't know if I was.
We talk to the family. Let's hear what the family says. Yes,
that's the Godfather. You know?
Yeah, he's one of the Godfathers. So
I agree.
It's a go and a half. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Can't wait. I think what really made me excited at Comic-Con was the toys. I went to the Mattel booth and I looked at the Aquaman setup. I'm like, this is cool. And they always do a setup like no kid will ever have in his life.
Right.
It's like a reef and it's like this really cool like they put this like. It makes like it's this big underwater display and the way they have light shining. They have a giant like black manta like figure in the like life size like bolted up to the ceiling. It's really cool. And they have all the Aquaman figures and these like dioramas and sharks everywhere and like aqua soldiers on the sharks. It's just really cool. And it just makes you think like, I want to get all of this stuff. You know, this is cool. And
they did their job.
Yeah. I'm like, that made me way more excited for the movie, seeing all that stuff. Just this whole underwater world of like soldiers and fish and ocean masters. It was cool. Yeah. So all that stuff was really awesome. I'm pumped for that. So yeah.
Cool.
So Aquaman. So then
the other main one from
Shazam.
Shazam.
Say that word. Thoughts, dude. What you think about Shazam?
So unbelievably stoked.
Yeah. Was it because it was like Kendrick Lamar up on there?
Oh, I mean, that didn't hurt it at all.
No, I didn't expect Kendrick Lamar in the trailer.
I did not, but I feel like everything about this trailer hit the right marks for me.
Yeah. It definitely leaned into the New 52 retelling that Jeff Johns did with like, you know, Billy Batson being a little
rough and tumble.
A little more rough.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like so much of a jerk. I remember that Billy Batson. I was like, he's kind of a butthole.
Yeah,
what's up with this cat? What's this stupid jerk orphan? Like that's how I felt about Billy Batson. But you don't get a lot from Billy Batson in the trailer. You just get kind of like you get more Freddie Freeman, who Freddie Freeman sees like the kid you like.
Yeah.
Like in this trailer, and Billy Batson you just kind of get a little bit of reaction from him. And except the only part where I'm like, okay, you see who he is when he takes those dudes down, like at school.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, there's him being a hero. So like the core of Shazam is Billy Batson's a heroic kid. If you know, I think that the animated Shazam versus Superman was a really great take on Shazam. And so I feel like, you know, in the most, I guess in the most modern context, that's the only thing that can inform like like people, if you haven't read any of the comics, it's like that's a really good thing. I would say check that out. That is a kind of a classic version of Billy Batson. So, anyways, I really liked Freddie Freeman. It definitely confirmed this is connected to the other DC films.
Yeah.
Like, it leaned into it hard. It wasn't like, it's there. I'm just like, oh, this kid straight up has props from, and it's not like movie props. It's like he's gathered, like, he's got newspaper clippings from, like, the Man of Steel movie. He's got batarangs. Like, he's probably got off eBay. Like, he's got actual items from, like, these characters. He loves them. Yeah. And so it's not like it's film props. It's like legitimate real stuff. And so it wasn't heavy handed. It was just kind of like, okay, here's what this kid's into. And so when Shazam gets these powers, of course he's going to lean on his friend, like, hey dude, you know all about this stuff. Like, what do I do? Yeah. You know? And I love that scene where he's like, I don't even know how to pee in this thing. Like, I don't know what my powers are. So it's really fun. It just seems like a fun thing. My kids, we watched that trailer so much.
Oh, dude.
They were really into it. Like, let's watch this again, Dad.
Yeah, like the whole, like, testing the powers out, like, kind of sequence. Mm-hmm. And it all looked really good. Mm-hmm. Like, the quality of everything. Like, for me, I think looked really well. Did
you think he looked like his muscles looked fake or anything? I've seen a few people going, oh, he looks fake. I'm like, that's not even crossed my mind, dude. I just thought it looked good.
Yeah, like I wasn't like analyzing his muscle structure. Yeah. You know, I was watching him like watch Freddy like take a picture of him and they're like kind of like laughing and he's like, you're dead. Yeah. And then just like, I just love that.
You got bullet, what do you call it? Bullet immunity? Bullet immunity. You got bullet immunity.
I was like, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero. Like, well,
yeah.
Yeah, it just felt like...
That seems fun.
Zachary Levi, like, I'm really excited to see his take on it. Like, it seems he did a great job getting, like, this preteen kid, like, in this ginormous body. Yeah. You get a minute of a quick, like, shot of Mark Strong as...
Savannah.
Yeah.
He throws a punch, catches his punch. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I wonder if...
really interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if, like, Mr. Mind's going to be in this. I wonder if Taki Tani's going to be in this. Like, there's a whole other, like, stuff. We have no idea what's going to be in here.
Yeah. I mean, you have the whole rest of the Shazam family, too, that you didn't really get to see either.
Are we going to...
We know they're in there.
Is it going to end with, like, Freddie Freeman as Captain Marvel Jr.? They said they're going to talk about the Captain Marvel name. Like, they're going to, like...
oh, really?
Kind of I guess they're gonna have fun with it. Like, you know, that movie comes out, I think it comes out a month after the other one, so
nice.
Yeah, so it's
that's
like
funny
Captain Marvel and then Shazam. So yeah, we're definitely let's just confuse everybody. Hey, let's just release them right next to each other.
That's perfect.
That'll work. Sounds great. So yeah, there's gonna be I don't know, it's gonna be an interesting time. So we have the Wizards. So Jamon Hansu, I think. Hansu, he's playing the Wizard in Shazam.
Yeah.
Also, he's playing Homeboy that he played in Guardians of the Galaxy in Captain Marvel. So he's in Captain Marvel and Shazam. There you go. He's also in Aquaman.
That's not confusing at all.
He's also in Aquaman.
He's in everything,
but he plays a different, like, kind of like a CGI costumed character, so you wouldn't be able to tell. Anyway, so you got him in there. You got oh gosh, what's the kid who's playing Shazam? It's Asher something, because my kid's his name's Asher like me. Yeah. So my kid's excited about that.
My kid was excited that he was doing the floss during the first part of like that video when he was.
Dude, that floss was hilarious, dude. That floss.
Just seeing Shazam do the floss, like for me, that almost like captured the spirit of like, cool. I think you guys got this.
Yeah, I think
as funny as that sounds to say
it's
that.
Like a kid. It's just a kid dancing, having fun, you know.
Yeah.
So, the only thing I would say, like, let me not be critical, but let me be objective. Is the way Shazam was acting didn't seem like that's how Billy Batson was acting. Billy Batson seemed more like, what the heck's going on? Like, I don't know anything about these superhero stuff, and like he seemed resistant. Now, as soon as he Shazam, he seemed way more like a kid. I don't know if you observed that. Like, I observed that. Oh, he seems more like a kid as Shazam than they
wonder if
showed.
That gives him the freedom to, like, because he doesn't
want
to be.
They didn't give us a whole bunch either. Like,
well, I feel like you get that first part of it where like he's running, he's always trying to do stuff to like protect himself and take care of himself.
Yeah.
And I wonder if now you got the power to do that. Now he kind of like can let that down and be who he really is.
I'm down to let it play out because it's just a trailer and I don't know anything else about this movie. So, but I know I'm going to go see it. When's it come out?
Oh gosh.
Come on, dude.
I don't have information in front of me.
April, May, June.
Are you just going to keep throwing up?
Yeah, I'm going to keep throwing out dates until it comes out April 5th.
There you go.
So that'll be fun. I'm down to see some of that. Shazam, dude. So April 5th, that's around spring break. That's going to be here before we know it, dude. Be ready to see some Shazam because Aquaman comes out around Christmas time. So
Be
that's
here before
crazy,
you know
dude.
it.
I know, man.
Yeah, it looks just,
Looks good. And then that comes out, and then Captain Marvel comes out in March. So you got a month between both of them. That's just
Nice.
weird. That's just a weird coincidence. So, you want to talk about not Glass?
Oh.
That thing looks crazy, dude. Oh man. I'm
Yeah,
excited
and the
for that.
trailer was really well done too.
Yeah.
I liked the way it was structured. Like it gave me an idea of what it's to expect to see all these characters that we've seen apart from each other, you know, work together and not work together, but be on screen together.
Yeah, be together. Well, Glass and
I like that.
Bruce
I like
Willis
the
be
idea.
together.
Yeah, I'm into it. I've really liked the first two movies going up to this, so
M. Night Shyamalan, dude, came back around, dude.
when he does his own stories, he usually does fine.
I didn't think
like
he'd.
once
I
he,
don't
like-
think he'd ever come back after he did Last Airbender.
Oh man,
I was like,
that's so sad because I love that show so.
that's what everyone
much.
says, dude. They're like, I love that show.
The show is amazing.
Movie?
The mythology,
Not good.
like everything. Oh gosh, dude, so good. And that movie just went and crapped all over it. Yeah, but
Thanks,
when he's
M.
doing
Night
his own
Shyamalan.
stuff, like he's good to go. And so yeah, Glass I think looks cool.
Yeah.
I would say one of the trailers that was the most contentious
Titans.
amongst fans was Titans.
Yeah, okay, so that's where I was
TV
going. I
show
wanted
for
to
DC
talk about
Universe.
the DC Universe thing. I will say this. My thoughts changed on it throughout the day. Initially out the
Take
gate.
us on the journey.
Yeah, so I watched it in the morning, like everyone was talking about it. So I watched it on my phone. Like I was like, all right, let's check out this Titans thing because I can't wait to watch it in the appropriate way. So I'm gonna watch it on my phone.
Right.
I watched it because the first thing I saw is everyone's like, "F Batman." I'm like, what does that even mean?
Like, hold on.
I don't know. I thought it was more of a celebratory like thing to say, like "F Batman." I don't know. Like it just sounded like that's what people were saying. He's all over Twitter, right? And so I watched it, and I'm like, what the heck is this like Zack Snyder Titans show thing that I'm watching? Because it was like Watchmen style, like with the necks breaking. There was more blood squirting in this than any movie we've seen in the past, and then Dick Grayson just drops the F-bomb, dude, and you're like, you're not Jason Todd? Like what? So I hung on to that moment more than anything, and then it played, and Raven being super CW, and I don't really have a lot of thoughts on everything. Like Starfire, Beast Boy, I don't care. Like I don't have a huge opinion on it because it's just clips. There are a lot of people upset about Starfire, and I'm like, just wait, just watch the show. Like you don't know. I think Beast Boy looks goofy with his like green hair. It looks like a wig. But I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna let it play out. So I processed it, and I was like, overall, I was more. It didn't make me excited. It made me more like, oh, okay, well, that's it. And mostly people were just talking about F Batman than anything else.
Right.
People were talking about it, but they were just hung up on that moment. And whether they said it was heavy-handed or trying to be edgy or whatever, I'm just indifferent on it. And so after I went to the Jeff Johns panel where he talked about a whole bunch of stuff, and then he said, here's the cool thing I thought. He talked about the newer show they're going to put out, and that's Stargirl. And he talked about how Stargirl is really important to him because it's based on his sister and all that stuff.
Right.
And he said the cool part is they're going to like go deep with the JSA on it. He said the JSA are going to be on this show. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So I got really excited about that. And then he started talking about Teen Titans again, and he's all, Dude, that's just a percentage of what the show will be. Every character is a different thing. You have your adventure with Beast Boy. You're gonna have horror with Raven. He kept calling her Rachel, so I don't know if they're gonna call her Raven. He was very like, Rachel's gonna have her thing. Raven, like, Starfire is gonna be sci-fi, and Robin's like, your action, like crime style stuff. And so it's gonna like hit every like part of the genre. The cool part, and here's I'm like, why aren't people not talking about this part? He was talking about how much he loves the Titans. Dan DiDio was interviewing him and talking to him about like when he wrote Titans, and he said that they're going to get to Superboy Luthor on the show. That storyline.
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, they're going to do that storyline on the show? That's cool. Like he said that and I'm like, why is nobody talking about this? He said, we're going to get there.
Wait, they're going to get to like Connor Kent.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I was there. I wish I would have recorded it. I was like, why is nobody reacting to this? That's freaking awesome. That's like some of our favorite parts. But he did say like Jason Todd's going to be on the show. Donna Troy's going to be on the show. We're going to get to all of them. He didn't say season 1. He said we're going to get to these characters. But I think I read that Jason Todd's been cast for the show. So I don't know what that means either. But he said they're going to go deep into the DC universe on these shows. Like they're gonna like,
which makes sense. I mean, because it's not like they're subletting this to someone else, another company to make it.
Yeah.
To where CW stuff, like, it's owned by Warner Brothers, but their hands are kind of tied with this. They're like, no, DC Universe, they can just do whatever they want. I
mean, that's the way they made it sound. I don't think Swamp Thing's connected to him though. So it's very weird now with the CW universe, this DC universe, and then the movies. Like there's just all these different little worlds out there now. Like they're not connected. Like CW is not connected to these shows, even though it has the same producer. Like Berlanti's like working on a lot of these shows. So anyways, I went from a go to a let's go on the Titans trailer. Like, okay, I'm excited now that he's explained that this is a moment in time where Dick Grayson was like not happy with Batman, and he just basically he pretty much led everyone down the road to say he's going to be Nightwing at the end of this. Like, that's where we're going. This is what he said. Yeah. He didn't say Nightwing's going to be on the show, but he says, you know where this story goes. When Robin is done being Robin, he's pissed at Batman. They had a fallout. He's all, of course he's upset, Like, that's... He didn't want to hear about Batman out there. Like, he's fighting these bad guys, and they're saying, where's Batman? He's like, F Batman, So that's his thought. And so I went along with it for a moment. It's interesting. So Dick Grayson is a detective like he was in the Chuck Dixon run of Nightwing. So there's, they're definitely playing loose with the continuity. It's not, him being a college student.
He's not a teenager or a college student.
He's in, which I didn't, when I followed promo shots of this guy, I didn't think he was a police officer. I was like, oh, he looks like, teenage Robin.
Right.
So, I didn't know he was grown up Robin. So anyways, it was, my needles moved a little bit on it. I wish we saw trailers for other stuff like that. Young Justice thing was just a long trailer of recap and then some of the stuff for this year.
A few clips.
It didn't make me excited, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we are those guys that's like, we're going to watch it. We'll at least watch the first part of these.
I signed up for the service, by the way.
Nice.
I did it. I signed up for the early bird stuff. Mm-hmm. And so...
When does that launch?
It just launches in the fall, so we don't know. So whenever it launches, that's when my account starts. So I'm going to have DC Universe for a year and a half, basically. Nice. It gives you 15 months. Okay. So 15 months in the fall. So I'll have it well into 2020.
Sweet. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's a pretty big.
And here's the thing: the app works really cool. So at when I was at the DC experience, you got to do some really cool. They had kind of like an escape room type of thing with Dick Grayson. You'd go to his loft, and you go in there, and you have to find clues. And basically, the clues get you to open up a safe, and then you push a trigger on the safe, and then the trigger opens up a secret wall, and a TV pops up and plays a trailer. Oh. But it was kind of cool. You're in there, and you can see like a little table where he like bandages himself up, like, and then there's basically the punching bag where he throws the R in the trailer, Mm-hmm. And then there's a bunch of like pictures on a table with letters circled, and it's spelled circus. And that was the whole point, was the clue, circus. And then you go to the circuit, the Flying Graysons poster on the wall, and behind it was a code. Anyways, that's how you got into the safe. But there was little notes all over the place. There was a picture of a mask, like it was a Nightwing mask. It was like his Robin mask, and then like upgraded. It's like, should I make this mask? It was just like these little notes, but it was funny. One note was like, call Bruce, you know. So there was a whole bunch of little. I was trying to get photos and video of everything, and I did a video for Batman on Film. So if you go to batmanonfilm.com, they have a video of all the behind the scenes stuff of the DC universe like experience. So there's a Titans thing, there's a swamp thing like bog walk. You go through the swamps. You're just basically walking through a swamp, and then a monster at the end goes rah, ah, ah. But it was fun. And then I didn't do the Harley Quinn like thing that they had. Like you would go through Arkham Asylum and you'd beat the crap out of like a dummy, and just like it's like a rage room. You take a bat and you just break paint things, and it was nuts. But I filmed like 3 ladies losing their minds. It was great. There's this lady, she like fell down. She was in it, dude. She was hitting this thing almost to a beat, and then she slipped. So it was kind of funny. And then they had some props there from like movies and TV show. They had like drawings from like Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, like, oh, we're designing her scuba suit. And they had a weird replication of the Bat missile from 1992. Like when Batman's car splits into like one, like when the sides pop off. Like it wasn't an actual car because it looked like a mold. So and then they had like a duck from Penguin, and they just had some random props there. So, but it was
I heard they did like something with Court of Owls too. I feel like I saw people posting about that.
Yeah, I actually recorded the whole maze. It's all in that video. It's like a 12-minute video because I kind of did costume stuff, some of the sets that were there, and then the experiences I went through. So yeah, you go through a Court of Owls maze, and it's not really a maze. It's more a walkthrough because you can't get lost. Like you just walk through it. And so you walk in, and there's a guy going, I gotta get out of here. There's a room. There's a door. What? And then you walk in a Talon. He asks you something. And I didn't really hear what he said, so I was just like, I'm just gonna keep going. There's like mirrors and some weird stuff, and so it was really cool. Like watch the video and you can experience it. You didn't have to even wait in the heat in the line. You can just go through my video. Nice. And they had people in the Court of Owls masks, and they would just get in your face really close, which was really awkward, you know. And but the app is really cool. I got to use the app and like kind of see how it works. And the comics are going to change on there. You're not going to have like Marvel Unlimited, like every comic DC ever makes. If you're thinking that's not what it is. It's a curated list. So there's going to be things that are kind of always there, and then things that will get off. They'll shift off based on what their offerings are. Okay. And so, if you watch Titans, they'll do something like, oh, you watch Titans here, read New Titans, 22. And so there's things they're trying to like kind of get you to read things, and there might be options to even buy stuff. So I signed up because I wanted to have access to special events. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I want to go to special events. So I signed up. Sweet. So there we go.
Awesome.
DC Universe.
Yeah.
That app.
So just like Titans and Young Justice,
Harley Quinn
were kind of the main trailers that we saw, right? As far
as
teasers.
They didn't have trailers for anything else, but I think Swamp Thing and Harley Quinn
and Doom Patrol.
And Doom Patrol, yeah. Doom Patrol had a thing there too, but it was just a place to get popcorn. You just walked into like this lab, and they gave you popcorn. It was fun. It was like 2 flavored of popcorns, and
nice.
Yeah, so that was cool. Get some popcorn. You're just walking around.
Just Robot Man, like it's.
I wish it was Robot Man making the popcorn. That'd be cool. It was just some.
No,
guy.
It's actually the bucket is like his head.
Oh no! It just said like radioactive or something on the little box. So, anyways,
man, I hope it's good.
It was fun.
Doom Patrol could be really fun.
I think it's all going to be fun. They said Doom Patrol is going to be fun. They said if you're a fan of the Morrison Doom Patrol stuff, you'll love it. And so, which I've only read a little bit of that, and it's super weird. I'm like, okay, I'll watch a weird show.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Except for Legion.
I'm just X-Men confusing, dude. I don't X-Men confusing. With the DC stuff though, Jeff Johns did say they have really good budgets on this stuff, and so they're able to do cool stuff. He's all, these shows are going to look great, is what he said. They're going to look great. The people working on them love this stuff, so you'll all be happy. So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Greg Berlanti doesn't make me excited because I'm just feeling like these CW shows have kind of fell off the track.
Well, and you have like a certain like vibe for these. Mm-hmm. Like the song playing at the beginning of the Titans trailer, or throughout the whole thing, and Raven, like those are 2 elements where I was like, this feels like I could just be watching like One Tree Hill right now. Not even like a DC. No. Not even like a DC show. Like it just felt very like that kind of a show. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, Dawson's Creek, sweet.
No, I don't think it's Dawson's Creek. But...
I'm saying the music and that one character, man.
Okay.
I didn't get hung up on the F Batman.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't. I don't care for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to him. Like, sure, like he's frustrated in a moment. He can say that, whatever. I thought it was weird that they like made such a big deal. Like it was definitely like a punchline of it. Like it was a key moment in the trailer. I think that to me spoke more than the actual line, if that makes sense. Because it seemed like they were really trying to like double down on this stuff where it's like, look how edgy we are.
Okay.
Instead of, like, because if that's part of the show and that's part of how he feels, like I actually get that as the character and I get those points. But to be like this moment to kind of build up to that kicks off the rest of the trailer, just in the structure of the trailer itself, I'm like, it feels like they're trying hard. To me, in the trailer, that could change for the show.
Yeah, I didn't feel like they were trying hard at all. I just felt like that was the tone they went for. And there's some things in there. I think some of the you see really quick spots, like Hawk and Dove look kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Like I think you get more of Dove.
You do. She's like slicing dudes up.
Yeah.
Which is a little weird for for Dove, but that's fine.
Context, I don't know. Like I just don't know what the context is. I don't want to be the irate like fanboy guy.
Yeah.
I want to be the reasonable, I'm a fan. I want to see this stuff play out, and I'm okay being that guy. Like I'll arch my eyebrow. I'll wait for it to come out. But I don't want to be up in arms about it yet,
Totally. Me either.
So it's okay to go, I think this trailer sucked. That's fine. But like, I didn't love the trailer, but I'm willing to, let's watch the show.
I did not love the trailer either.
Yeah.
What other highlights? Like I didn't make it out to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the takeaways from Hall H and some of that, like, our previews and stuff that we got.
Yeah. Besides like movies and stuff, there was a lot of buzz for Halloween. There was like Iron Fist 2's coming out. There wasn't any real buzz for it, but like, that's coming out. As far as comics, like I didn't get to hear a whole, I was going to go to the Cup of Joe thing. Oh, that's the thing. They're relaunching Marvel Knights. That's cool. So It looks like Black Panther's a part of it, Daredevil, all the classic characters. So I don't know what that means for the books.
They're already going.
I don't know if they're moving over or they're restarting. I don't know what the heck's happening. It's Marvel, so they're probably all getting new number ones. Like
it's
after,
double up.
Like,
it'll
I know we just put
the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but Marvel Knights is relaunching. Some of the cool stuff, like going back to Jeff Johns, he's doing the Three Jokers book, which sounds really cool. Okay,
Jason Fabok, right?
Jason Fabok's doing it. The first cover, they kind of put it out there. It's a homage to like the Brian Bolin like stuff. It looks like Killing Joke, kind of has like Batman holding the cards. So you got three Jokers, and they said the story, it's going to be 3 prestige format books, but it's going to be under the DC like Black label, which was supposed to be like out of continuity, but he said no, it's in continuity, but DC Black lets us go push the edges a little bit, and so it's going to focus on Barbara Gordon, Jason Todd, and Bruce Wayne. So each Joker has some type of story.
3 different experiences.
Yeah, and if you look at the cover, it's there's Joker with the crowbar, which is Jason Todd, and you got Joker who looks like the Killing Joke version, and anyways, and you got the one in the middle who kind of looks like a Jack Nicholson-y looking Joker. But anyways, that sounded cool, and then Scott Snyder's working on the Joker Who Laughs with Jock. That sounds freaking cool.
Scott Snyder and Jock working together like that.
Well, what was the last thing they did together?
Dark Mirror or Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, yeah. And so I'm like, that's gonna be cool. Like, I think I'm actually more excited for that than like Metal. Then he talked about Justice League. So I went to the Justice League panel, and Scott Snyder basically talked for like 30 minutes, and then everybody else talked. But he's just really excited about Justice League, and they showed like covers all the way up to like issue 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're gonna do a thing where they flip and do like a perspective from the Legion of Doom. And I think Josh Williamson is going to write those issues. Or Tinian. I think Tinian's writing those issues.
Okay.
So they all kind of like work together. They said, hey, this is like us hanging out. We're the best buddies. We're best friends. We're talking about doing these books.
Well, because Tinian is writing Justice League Dark as well.
Yeah. Tinian's right, which came out today.
Correct.
So pick that up if you see it. Go buy some Justice League Dark.
Yeah, I liked it.
So you liked it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Matt Ritchie liked it. Was it a let's go or gotta go?
Ooh. No, it definitely wasn't any higher than a Let's Go.
Okay. Was it?
It was one of those things where I was like, oh yeah, I'm mildly like.
Yeah.
I like the way the characters were written.
Mm-hmm.
The art was really good.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna read it tonight.
Word.
So yeah, so he was just really pumped on it.
Yeah.
He just said, "This is the book I've been wanting to write since I was like 8 years old." That was kind of what he said. He said he's having a lot of fun writing Batman. He was talking about a scene that happens, I think, next week in issue 5 that comes out. He's like, there's a scene, and I'm gonna spoil it here because he spoiled it for us. So there you go.
Spoilers.
Complain to him. There's a scene where Batman is going up against Lex Luthor, and the only way to I don't want to spoil it so much, but Batman does something, and Lex Luthor's like, "Why would you have that?" And it's like he's just always prepared, and then Batman basically just says really funny lines now, not like out of character, but he's just like something about him not having teeth. He was just sorry. I really botched that, but
man, you really sold me on that.
Yeah, I really sold you on that. But he was just basically saying that he's really excited to write a more fun Justice League Batman than the dark brooding Batman. It's still the same character, but when he's in a Justice League mode, he's more like assured, and when he does say something, it's even if it's kind of silly, it's because it's Batman. He's badass, and he can just say stuff because he's gonna punch your teeth out. He's just really excited about the book, and just the guest stars, and it's just going to be big. It's just a big book, and he wants to stay on it for a long time. So I'm like,
dude, and
really pumped.
Yeah, and his excitement I think shows in the book.
Yeah,
I think it really does. And issue number 10,
dude, Jorge Jimenez is doing like every issue. I'm like, when is the other guy coming back? Because I haven't seen him on any of the other solicitations.
I'm fine with Jorge Jimenez.
Yeah, I kind of wish he did all of them now.
I know, man. It's so good. Issue 4 was so good last week. Dude. But issue number 10, Francis Manapul is doing an arc. Yeah. Drowned Earth, I think they were calling it, with a focus on Aquaman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all going to tie into the movie. The movie's coming out, so there's a lot of Aquaman like centric stuff, like being rose to the surface. Hey. So yeah, that looks cool. I sent you that picture as soon as he's like talking about Francis Manapul. I was like, oh man, it's gonna love this.
So excited.
Yeah. There's this cool
stuff. I
stuff
thought he was just doing
book.
Covers at first when you sent that. And then he posted on social media that he was doing the arc, and I was like, shut up.
It's gonna be good, dude. There's gonna be some good stuff.
He already released like one of the spreads like had Firestorm in there with him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Like, dang, dude. I love that this feels like, and we talked about it, Justice League United or Unlimited rather. Sorry. Justice League Unlimited, where it feels like
it does feel like that.
Any character is like on the table.
Yeah, the core team is there, but whoever can kind of come in there, and he's excited to write the Martian Manhunter, and so that was a cool panel, just kind of talking about the Justice League books. They talked again about Justice League Odyssey and Dark. I'm still I don't care about Justice League Odyssey at all. I don't care. So, but they said they were retooling it a little bit from when we last talked about it, and so it's supposed to come out in the fall. So that. With the Bat books, like the Batman panel was fun because it was Joelle Jones on Catwoman. It was funny. Tom King kept talking about how he was bummed that she left the book. He was like, "Why did she leave the book?" And I guess she gets to write and illustrate and whatever. And
we talked about already a couple shows ago. The Catwoman one,
was really good,
really really good.
So she was just talking about her favorite Catwoman is like Batman Returns and Batman animated series. So she's pulling from that a lot. It was just a fun panel to sit on. Like Mitch Gerard was there. Like I'm like he's not even illustrating Batman, but he was just there on the panel, and he talked about his page in Batman 50. Which I got him to sign that page. I was like,
that's
hey, can
so
you
cool,
sign this
man.
page? And so
he seems like really.
He is. Guy. He was just a cool dude. Like when he did that sketch for my kid, he was just hanging out and chatting, and like he was just a fun guy. Like super like. And he won the Eisner Award.
He did.
Yeah, him and Tom King both won. And they were at the panel there. I was like, I guess we're up for this award or whatever. Like, we're probably not going to win. They were like just talking down.
Was that for Mr. Miracle?
It was for Mr. Miracle, yeah.
Yes. Dude.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And also, it might have not been at that panel, but they announced that he is sharing art duties with Clayman for Heroes in Crisis.
Yeah, that's what he told me. So he told me that at the thing. Because I didn't go to one of the DC panels. He's like, yeah, we announced it this morning. I was like, dude, I couldn't go to everything. He's like, yeah, man, I'm doing that. So it's like, that's cool.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's just already made my excitement for that book to go up. And so, Yeah, dude. Here's what has nothing to do with Comic-Con, but comics have just been really good lately.
I agree.
Like Marvel, DC, indie, everything has been good. Like the stuff that I've been buying. I'm not gonna say everything's amazing.
What have you been buying? This can be kind of how we close out this show, because we're not going to go into details.
Yeah, we can't go into detail. We gotta cut the show a little bit, but obviously I'm buying Batman. You know, like I'm liking that. Mr. Miracle. I'm liking Detective. Oh, I'm really excited for Tomasi's coming to Detective.
Oh,
yeah, and he's gonna be doing it with Doug Monkey. And I think he said Fernando Peserin's going to be doing art too as well. So I'm like, okay. But Doug Monkey got me excited. I'm like, oh, because Batman shorts are coming back.
Oh,
they talked about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Tony Daniels illustrating that on the main Batman.
Yeah, the one thing that they showed the Doug Monkey art, and if you notice something, what's there, what's missing, and they're like Batman shorts, and they say, yeah, they said when you close your eyes, what do you see? Close your eyes, what do you think of Batman? You see the shorts, you see the big black bat and all that stuff. Same with Superman. And so, but the in-story reason, I think they're trying to get back to basics on some of this stuff. They go, the in-story reason is this: he wants to not wear the suit he associates with Catwoman, which was like, whatever, dude. That's stupid. That's just stupid.
I get that.
I'll go with it. I don't like the
that's
shorts
how-
on Batman. I just don't see Batman putting shorts on.
Yeah.
But I don't see Superman in the shorts anymore either. I'm kind of like, that's the one thing I'm like, really? Can we just move past the shorts?
That's fine.
Let's take the shorts off, guys. Let's take our shorts off. Like, we don't need to...
Let's take them off.
Let's leave them on the floor and not pick them up. I don't want to like keep going on that. I just thought that was kind of whatever. But part of me is asking this question: when is he going to get that yellow bat? Because in Doomsday Clock, he's got the yellow bat back on. So
yeah,
are we going to move back? Is he going to go through all of his suits? Like, now I'm going to go back to my big bat logo suit. I don't know.
Wonder if he does that. If it's like a regression instead of a progression.
Yeah,
back through like his other suits.
Yeah, who knows, dude. But anyways, Comic-Con was fun. Comic-Con was tiring. There's still a whole bunch of stuff we'll probably be talking about next week.
Did I see online, did I see you post something about being able to sit down at a table and talk to Kevin Conroy?
Okay, so yeah,
I feel like
there's so much more. I know.
About.
You got to remind me. There was so much happening.
Why wasn't there? I can't remind you of all
my
of it,
neck
man.
was breaking. There was so much going on. So yeah, I got to go to a presser with the Batman and animated series people, like a few people. It was weird. Like Tara Strong was there, and she didn't do anything on the Batman the animated series, but she did voice Batgirl on the new Batman. I don't know if that's why they cut her out. I know those episodes are a part of the reissue, so I have no idea. She was there in the room, and then she boned out. She's like, she left. It was
sorry, she what?
She boned out. She took out.
Got it.
Sorry, like she left. You ever never heard like
boned out?
Boned?
Seems like
you never heard
completely different.
You never heard boned out before?
Nope.
She should have boned out. Okay, there you go. Maybe just me. So she left the room. She left the room, and but yeah, we got to talk to Paul Dini. He was really cool. Got to talk with Robin, Lauren Lester again. We got to talk to him at Comic-Con at Revolution.
Yes,
he said basically the same stuff. Like, I was like, okay, nothing new. He probably has his like what he wants to say,
his points.
Yeah, got to talk to Kevin Conroy, which was really cool. He was cool, and there was one because you're literally fighting for a question in this table, and I got him to answer one of my questions, and he like looked me in the eyes. It was really intense. I was like, Batman's talking to me right now.
Yes.
And then I got a photo with him. And
what was the question that you got him answer?
I just asked him like, out of over 20 years of like portraying Batman through animation and video games and movies and everything, what is the one thing what's your one takeaway from that, like, and he just kind of, and he like stopped and he kind of just like and he was like, the fans, and then Batman is just this, and he's thinking like he would squint his eyes, and I'll leave you on a cliffhanger so I can post the video.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Post the
and
video.
so he answered his question, and it was cool. It was nice, and it was very quick and breakneck. And then we talked to a few of the producers, like it's got Aaron Radomski. I'm probably saying his name wrong, and I think Alan Burnett, and I'm trying to remember who else was there. Oh, and then Andrea Romano, who was like the voice like director, so she was cool. Yeah, so it was just talking to people from the show, and it was a good time. So Comic-Con 2018 was fun. It was tiring. It was lonely because my buddy Matt Ritchie wasn't there. That's all right. We're going to LA Comic-Con.
Hanging out in the hospital with babies. 7
babies, dude. You know, that's cool. It's just priorities, dude.
More than one.
It's priorities. It's all good.
It is priorities.
So, yeah, he did name his kids Zan and Jaina, so that was cool. The Wonder Twins. So he just needs to purchase a monkey, and he'll be good to go. So I'm hoping your monkey comes soon. Right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
you said we'll be at LA.
Yeah, we'll be at LA Comic-Con in October. So there we go. We'll team up for that. It'll be good. It'll be a fun time. So who knows what's going on there, but we will be at the LA Comic-Con. So if you want to be at the LA Comic-Con, say hi. We'll be there. Be having fun.
Indeed.
Doing some comic book stuff. So again, there's more. There's so much more to talk about. There's comics. There's comics that came out this week that I want to talk about, but we just don't have a moment to. I want to talk about Spider-Man still. That Spider-Man #1 was really good. Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Oh, good.
I like Ryan Otley and Nick Spencer. I know. I thought I left it with you, but I didn't. I took it. Sorry. Sorry. I'll have to get it to you. So that was fun. So anything else you want to talk about, dude? You good to go?
No, man. I'm good.
All right.
My brain is fried by power naps and snacks.
I hear you, dude.
That's how I survive right now.
I hear you. All right. So, Matt, I know you're tired, but if someone wanted to leave you a message, how would they do that?
You can hit me up on Twitter at Matt Ritchie.
And you can hit me up at J_Rocca on Twitter. You can follow the show on Let's Go Comic Show on Twitter and Instagram. And you can go to our website at www.letsgocast.com. And you can follow this show and other shows on our Let's Go Podcast Network. The best thing that you can do right now, though, is go to iTunes and leave us a review. Leave us a nice little, maybe not a limerick or a haiku, but a sonnet. I'd love to hear a sonnet. Impress us, and that'd be nice. Please do that for us. I want to review.
Here we are now. Entertain us.
Here we are now. Entertain us. There you go. Do that. You can also, again, like we talked at the top of the show, go to patreon.com/letsgopodcast, and you can help support the show, or click on the merch tab on our website and buy a t-shirt, buy a pillow, buy some stickers. Do something with your life, and then tell your parents, like, I did something. I gave money to a podcast. It helped them. And so that would be amazing. So that being said, my name is Justin.
I'm Matt.
Let's go.
Let's go.